What is up, you guys? Well, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tani Michelle and I do a bunch of spiritual, tarot, and astrology types of videos over here. So if that's your vibe, make sure to subscribe before you leave, or don't. Also, I am a weirdo and you're not your average love and light, unicorns and twin flames type of bitch. So please keep that in mind. If you're looking for only positive, then this is not the video for you. And yeah, today's video, we are going over the astrology for October 2020, which is fucking crazy. I'm just gonna be real with you. Although I will say it does depend on your own chart and all of that kind of shit, you know, but collectively, like on a global big scale, it's gonna be great. Okay, I did something different in today's video. I wanted to kind of just sit down, hang out, chill out, do my makeup while I talked about the astrology in October. I wanted it to feel like we were just kind of hanging out talking about it, and less like I'm just sitting here telling you a bunch of shit, you know. Hopefully you guys like it, and yeah, with all that being said, let's go. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. All right, let's get to the October astrology while I do my makeup, because it's Libra season, so why the fuck not? Maybe for Scorpio season, I should like have an orgy and talk about the astrology at the same time. That would be different. Okay, you guys. First off, don't make fun of my cat ears. I just use them to hold my bangs back, okay? So don't judge me. Happy birthday to my fellow Librans out there. Hope you are excited for your birthday season like I am. Okay, in case you didn't know, October freaking sucks. It's one of the roughest months of this year. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but that's just how it is. Like, great. So basically I use a bunch of drugstore cheap ass shit because my Venus is in Virgo. We're popping tags, bitch. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna tell you like every little thing that I'm using. If you're interested, just comment down below. It's basically shit that you can find at the drugstore, okay? Also, don't judge me for my big ass forehead either. This is why I have bangs, okay? And I also just like the way the bangs look, but you know. So basically we start off, I forgot to bring a fucking mirror. Fuck. We start off with the August 1st Aries new moon, or I'm sorry, the Aries full moon. My bad. Apparently I can't multitask. The Aries full moon basically is in Aries. The moon's gonna be conjunct the asteroid, planetoid, freaking comet, whatever you want to call it, Chiron, okay? And Chiron is basically where we find our deepest wounds in life. It's very sad. Okay, it's very sad, but it's also very happy. The best way I explain Chiron, especially if you've gotten a reading with me and you've had some strong Chiron aspects, I have Chiron right on top of my ascendant in Leo. So my ego and my identity is really fucked up. But anyways, the best way I can explain Chiron is like, let's say you're in an abusive relationship and you've just known abuse like all your life, and then eventually you finally get the strength, the power, the courage, whatever, to leave that relationship. Maybe you like dedicate your life to helping other people that have been where you've been. That's Chiron. It's almost like our superpower. It's like what we've been through because of our shitty experience, and then we turn it around and make it our strength somehow. It's like taking our fears, our weaknesses, and turning them into empowerment, strength, hope, all that shit, you know? So it's kind of like alchemy in that way. Chiron was a centaur with a wound that would never heal, and so instead he kind of started helping others from his own experience. So that is the story of Chiron basically, and that's how I personally see Chiron. So this full moon in Aries is conjunct Chiron in Aries. The sun will be opposite of that in Libra, okay? And also remember, Mars is retrograding in Aries. Mars is farther along in Aries. In my opinion, when I look at this chart, this is very much about what you desire versus what other people think. What you want versus what other people want. With the sun in Libra, we're considering others before we take action on things, before we allow ourselves to be ourselves. We are more trying to keep the peace and keep the balance. But with the moon, full moon happening in Aries, the very beginning of October, conjunct Chiron, this is like, okay, where have your wounds with helping other people or being there for other people, where have your wounds in relationships kind of kept you from being yourself and who you truly really are? But I really think that this Aries full moon is going to really kick off this theme of where we're really seeing our projections in other people, because that's kind of what Libra season is all about anyway. Like, where are other people mirroring us, and what can other people show us about ourselves, and where our own wounds and insecurities lie. And so for this Aries full moon, it's probably going to feel a little bit more intense for a lot of people. There can be a lot of built up frustration, anger, resentment, insecurity that comes up around this time, old wounds, old insecurities, even old fears, especially to do with like where you have Aries in your chart. This is kind of a theme for the month because we have Mars in Aries too, and then we're also in Libra season, and Aries is Libra's opposite sign. So we're really kind of seeing where we may need to do a little bit more work, where we may need to focus on us more, where we may need to be more confident, more direct, assert ourselves more, where we have like identity traits that no longer serve us anymore, or that just aren't a part of who we are anymore. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with a lot of my clients and the readings I've been doing lately. There's a huge theme of shedding old identity traits and old ways of doing things that just aren't working for you anymore, that just, you know, that just aren't who you are. They aren't aligned with who you are anymore, and they normally have to deal with other people. They normally have to deal with trying to please other people by not being yourself or something along those lines. I know that I've felt that way recently. If you saw my last video where I showed you guys my transformational process over the last few months and what's been going on with me and why I've been really inconsistent this year. Another part of that is that I was also really kind of stuck when it came to YouTube. Like, I don't know if it was burnout, but I do know part of it was I was getting really aggravated because I kind of felt like I was being pushed to be something that I wasn't. I don't know who was doing the pushing or where it was coming from. Maybe it was just my own mind, but I really started feeling like I had to keep up with like trends and what other, you know, tarot readers and stuff were doing. That started like really freaking bothering me, man. I started feeling like, you know, it's either I lose myself or I lose my audience, because my videos just haven't been doing as good for a while. And also, you know, I was inconsistent, so that could be a huge reason why. But I don't know, I just started feeling like this inner conflict to be someone that I wasn't. And with Chiron on my ascendant, I struggle with that sometimes, with freaking my identity and all of that great shit. So basically I've just said fuck it, and I'm just gonna do videos that I want to do and that I love to do, and quit worrying about what the fuck everybody else is doing, because it's really none of my damn business anyway. If people want to follow trends and get views, that's great, but I just can't. I can't be that bitch. I just can't. It's just not me. So yeah, that's basically what I've been going through and realizing for this Aries full moon. And it could be bringing up stuff that happened back in April of this year for you as well. So another interesting thing that's happening is Mercury is going to come into opposition with Uranus on October 7th. And that's the first, I think that's the first debate for this year's election. So that's going to be interesting. The next few months, you guys, I really think are going to be all about the election. I mean, we know that it's coming in November, but I don't think it's going to get solved in November. I think something's going to happen for this election because the astrology does not look good. And with all this Libra energy and Mercury going to be retrograde, I don't think that we're going to have like a for sure answer about who wins, or something is going to delay it, or something. Like, it's just going to, it's not going to be cute, okay? Something shocking might happen during these debates. Someone may say something shocking with Mercury and Scorpio. There could be secrets that are coming out. There could be hidden information coming to light, these kinds of things. And then also on October 4th, Pluto goes direct and Saturn will be direct. So I think there will be some big changes coming this month or possibly in November because of that. I really feel like something's going to happen with that. Okay, Personally, in our lives, I feel like this is good. This is going to feel like we can finally start moving forward with something, as long as we're doing it in a responsible and mature way, since Saturn is going to be direct and we're dealing with Capricorn. But I feel like a lot of things with the government are going to start changing direction these next few months. And towards the middle of October, that's when shit's gonna get like real weird, okay? Real freaking weird. Because the sun is going to start opposing Mars and Mercury is going to go retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. Well, it's going to start in the sign of Scorpio. There may be a lot of secrets that come out, a lot of information that we weren't aware of, a lot of just hidden stuff. There could be scandals, there could be just all kinds of freaking shit with this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Sorry, I could not do my eyeliner and talk at the same time, but anyways, so when the sun goes into opposition with Mars, the sun in Libra goes into opposition with Mars in Aries, there may be a lot going on when it comes to authority figures, tension with authority figures, tension in relationships. Once again, that dynamic of like we versus I, or others versus me, like where do I have to think about others, where do I have to think about myself kind of thing. So there's kind of like a lot of that going on this month, if you can't tell already. Seems to be a pretty big theme. There's also the theme with Saturn going forward and Mars squaring it, and then squaring Pluto, and then squaring Jupiter. We have these big plans, these big goals. We have big changes that we're going to want to make this month, and we're going to want to take action on them, but there may be delays, there may be setbacks, you know, things may not go exactly how we had originally planned or thought they would. There can be kind of some tension in not getting things done as fast as maybe we want to. There may be some delays or setbacks or having to slow down and do things like the right way. There could also be a big theme of like decisions this month. Like, where have you been holding back in your life? Making some kind of big decision, or you know, doing something that you've been wanting to do on your own for a while. So then the tension really starts rising on the 16th when we have the Libra new moon opposite Mars and squaring everything in Capricorn. It's freaking a shit show, man. Damn. This is some hard ass energy. This is some energy that is like time to make a decision. This could be some kind of major crossroads, something that you are having to work really hard on, something that you are really having to put all your time and energy and effort into. This could also be something where you're forced to kind of see a different side or to compromise something. I don't know, this just looks like a mean ass motherfucking new moon, man, even though it's in Libra. Damn. To be real with you guys, I don't even know what to say about this freaking new moon in Libra, man. Like, I've been sitting here staring at it forever and I'm just like, damn, it just looks shitty. That's like the best thing I can say, is it looks freaking shitty. And Venus, the ruler of Libra, the ruler of this new moon, is in Virgo opposite Neptune, getting opposed by Neptune. This is like, I don't even know. Wanting peace and wanting harmony, but that's not what's going on here, that's not what's happening. We're gonna want peace, we're gonna want balance, we're gonna want harmony, we're gonna want to compromise and see the other side of a situation. What is up, you guys? So editing me here, something else I wanted to say about this Libra new moon, now that I've had a little bit more time to really kind of think about it, because I normally like to just talk about the full and new moons and the new moon and full moon videos that I do each month. So I probably will do another video going more in depth, because by that time I've actually had a little bit of a chance to feel out the energy and to kind of feel what it's like. But something I will say is I really think that this could be a time where we are questioning if there can even be balance or equilibrium, either in the world, in our nation, in our personal lives. Like, can something be fixed? Can it be rebalanced? Can we find some kind of harmony? Can shit get better? Can we rebalance it out? Something along those lines. Also, this full moon is going to be a super moon. I also feel like with oppositions is they can actually almost combine the energy of whatever they're opposite of. So with the Libra new moon opposite Mars, and then they're both squaring all of that Capricorn energy, I think that this is kind of forcing us to reflect on if things can change or if they can't in a particular situation. If we combine our own identity and our own desires with the desires of others to somehow create some kind of bigger change with all the Capricorn stuff. So I really think a lot of this stuff is really more geared towards the election and all the shit going on in the US and maybe even in other places around the world. So yeah, I just wanted to say that as well. And then on October 31st on Halloween, we have a full moon in Taurus. And oh, surprise, this moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. Damn. So something I have noticed with Uranus, this could be like some kind of crazy storm, crazy weather, like actual storm. This could be some kind of shock, some kind of financial thing that's like unexpected in some way. Once again, this just looks shitty because we have Taurus and the ruler of Taurus, Venus, in Libra now at home, but she's opposite Chiron. Once again, I mean, this looks like something may get revealed with you know, the moon on Uranus. I've also noticed a lot of distraction, a lot of anxiety kind of energy. But something that is kind of coming to me about this particular full moon, this could be showing us a new way, to where the Libra new moon was kind of like, okay, this way isn't working. This could be showing us the new way with it being on Uranus. Okay, now also Mercury is in a square with all the shit in Capricorn, and also the shit in Capricorn is in a square with Mars. So this could be some kind of tough conversation, tough decision that needs to be made around this time, around the end of this month. But I really do think that this is going to play out. We're going to see this playing out like globally. We're going to see this playing out on a more collective scale, on a larger scale. So I do want to say this. This is going to be more difficult for those of you that have shit in cardinal signs. And I know I didn't go into that much detail in this video because there's only so many things that you can say about this month that, and I don't want to scare people, and I feel like I'm already, but it's hard. It's just, it's freaking hard. It's hard to talk about this shit and not like fearmonger, like, but so I'm going to try to give some positives of this. Try to find the positives to balance it out because it is Libra season, but we know I'm not a positive ass bitch over here. So what I will say is that Libra season could actually help us harmonize the Mars energy, the Aries energy, because each sign, just because it's opposite, if you look at it from a higher point of view or from a different point of view, which is also very Libran, can actually kind of see that they're similar. Libra plays many different hats, and so you may catch yourself learning different things about yourself this month through other people. You may catch yourself in situations where you have to make a decision. Maybe it is a good idea to compromise, or maybe it is a good idea to, you know, be direct and do your own thing, you know? There's definitely this energy of trying to find this balance of who we are or who I am, and then taking that into consideration with other people. So there's definitely this balance of I and we, like I was kind of saying. I feel like this Libra energy, with especially when Mercury goes back into Libra, is going to have us looking at different sides of situations and seeing things in different, like from different angles. And also it may help us in the T-square with Mars retrograde in Aries and Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in Capricorn. It may actually help us learn to somehow harmonize those energies instead of feeling like we want to get things done but also feeling like we're trapped and we can't, or feeling like we want to make this big change but also feeling like there's all these delays and brick walls in the way. You know, Libra energy can maybe help us see it in a different way, or help us harmonize the two to where they're not constantly at war with each other. So that's something good that I will say about this. Also, we're entering into shadow season, so we're about to learn all about ourselves. And if you're interested in shadow work, I am starting a course and the worst time ever in October, at the beginning of October, over on my Patreon, where we are going to do shadow work. We are going to basically change from the inside out, go through a metamorphosis, and go on a journey together to find our inner confidence over these next few crazy months. So if that interests you, then make sure you sign up around the beginning of October. I would wait till October, that way you don't get charged for September when you sign up, and October, because Patreon does that. So yeah, anyways, that is basically it, you guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get to all the readings this month as much as I can, just if I feel like doing them, because I'm really just trying to create because I want to create now, not because I feel obligated or I'm worried about other people or what they think or what the hell ever. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and hanging out with me while I do my makeup, and I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.